Greetings and salutations, everyone! And what do you mean, weird choice of song? I told you people, my music collection is best described as eclectic. So yes, you are going to have some instrumentals. Yes, you are going to have some folk music. Yes, you are going to have some very culture-specific stuff. And then you'll have Rammstein. Or Guar. Or A Perfect Circle. Or Tool. I mean, have you people not learned this by now? And I will say, I did pick that song for two reasons. One, to test YouTube to see if that song is in the copyright claim system. And two, trying to be a little more mellow at the start and not go balls deep, although it is kind of funny how we went from that song immediately to Rammstein.
Oh, it happens.
Yeah, it happens. And no, your eyes are not deceiving you, people. We have a very sus person on the panel. An icon that is actually the correct colors this time, although it is the wrong colors in other places.
Eh,
How you doing, you ugly fucking bastard?
Oh, that's me, isn't it?
You were the one who
He's been
answered,
muted this whole
so
time.
They got you on
Kind of
that
becomes
one.
obvious at that point, doesn't it?
Yeah, a
There we
little
go.
bit.
Yeah, you can smell it, can't you?
you'd be surprised. We have smell-o-vision. Either that or something else.
Let's just say I'm glad I'm starting with the vodka in this Arnold Palmer already. Yeah, it's one of those weeks. Because, holy shit, just when you think things might actually calm down, oh no. Fucking Russia has to start targeting the civilian convoys that they were supposed to be letting through so the actual innocent people could get the fuck away. No. We're gonna commit more war crimes.
forgot
Yay.
hospitals too.
And, schools and nurseries.
Yeah, pretty much
Things
everywhere you're not supposed to target.
Is being actively targeted. But that's
Also-
okay, we shut them out of the GPS system. They were using America's GPS for all their fighter craft and all that nonsense, so they're using commercial grade. Which effectively means that all their bombing coordinates and whatever are being written on paper.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't necessarily make it any less lethal, though, considering...
Oh no, I'm not saying it's any less lethal, but there's a silver lining to
Well,
that,
for
as
the
futile as that may be.
well, for those who don't know, your area of uncertainty with military type GPS connections is on the order of a couple of centimeters, maybe 6 tops. So you're looking at 3 to 5 inches. But when you go commercial, your area of uncertainty is on a good system 3 to 5 feet, on an average system 30 to 300 feet.
So we're talking a football field on the wider end of that spectrum.
Yeah, and if you're trying to use precision munitions and you're actually trying to avoid some of these targets, that area of uncertainty is going to mess with you.
Yeah.
But they were targeting these places before that disruption, so they can't use that as an excuse.
Nope.
Hey, I'm good with 3 to 5 inches.
That's not what she said.
Yeah, that's not what she said.
No, that
No,
is
hey,
not what
hey.
they said.
Taking.
Hey, it was good for me, that's what matters.
So on this episode of, well, that's a fucking soundbite.
Don't worry, I'm working on it.
No, see, had the Russians actually been smart now, they would have complained that they were actually trying to target other shit. And then try to blame it on the actual GPS system and getting the wrong information from the system itself.
I think we could also take solace in the fact that a good number of the Russian elite units, like the 45th Spetsnaz, have been effectively wiped off the board. One of their airborne units have been all but completely decimated, which, again, was elite tier. These are not B-rated units. They're just B-rated on a global scale.
Well, and even then, a B-rated unit should be doing better than what they have been doing.
Yeah, but they're I guess still using Cold War tactics, which is probably what's getting everyone from the Russian military killed.
Oh.
Wasn't it also the case that their equipment is just quite shit?
Yeah,
Because I was reading that they marched in with MREs that expired in 2007.
yeah. Not only that, but they have like reactive armor backed by cardboard, and a whole bunch of other shit that I actually just watched from one of Laserpig's more recent videos.
And
I really
also
need
they
to
were
stop.
using tires that were essentially Michelin knockoffs from China, and so they were basically turning into yarn as they were driving on them.
Oh God.
So
I like the
that-
ones that
that
ran out of
happened.
gas, and I like the ones that ran out of gas and went to the local police station to ask for more gas. You know it actually, because you know it actually went down there, right?
Hmm.
You know damn well that they were sitting there and they ran out of gas. You know damn well they probably emptied their own gas tank. Then said,
Just-
"Hey, let's go unarmed in this police station and ask for gas," because that very quickly removes them from the fight.
Yes.
And that's actually a
Darn,
question
we got
that's come up.
captured. Shoot.
That's actually something that's come up that some people have mentioned is how many of these Russian units that have been captured because they ran out of gas, how many of them sabotaged themselves so they would run out of fuel and, oh, I can't make it to the combat area.
Huh. That would actually be a nice question to ask.
here's
I-
here's an- here's
Dude, I'm
another one.
surrounded by assholes.
Pretty much. There
You
was
saw the
a
title of the
report
stream,
also-
didn't you?
No.
There was a report also that Ukraine says that it sank the Russian warship that was told to go fuck itself.
Yes. And actually, there was another report after that the personnel on Snake Island didn't actually die. They didn't actually get taken out.
No, they
That's-
were taken prisoner and they're being treated very well, according to the latest reports, which is now about a week ago.
So I just like the fact that the ship sank. Fuck them. And now we sing a song. Hickory dickory doodle. It's time to crash the ruble.
Oh, that's already happening, which
That's been happening.
It's
I
been
will-
in free fall.
I will
last
admit,
time I heard the ruble was worth less than 1 U.S. penny.
Yep, absolutely. It's worth less than a penny. So I actually made a tweet that says if you found a penny on the ground, you should hold it close and just remember it's worth more than the fucking ruble.
Well, that's not saying much because beforehand it was only worth a little bit more than a penny.
yeah, 1 ruble is essentially the equivalent of 1 cent, but when you get down towards 0.5 cents per ruble,
Oh,
That's
here it is,
where-
Jared. It's 0.0081 right now.
it's down to that?
Yes.
Wow.
Wait. Say that again?
1 ruble is worth 0.0081. So
Of
So
a
it's
penny
effectively
Of a
It's
dollar?
it's an
8
eighth of a
tenths of a
cent.
cent.
so it's
It's
effectively more useless than most in-game currencies.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Roblox. What? Yeah, here's the thing. Robux are more valuable. And they're
It's more-
and they're priced at roughly the same as what the ruble was.
Yeah. So are we saying NFTs are now more valuable than a ruble?
Yes.
yes.
Like game-based economies are more valuable than the ruble.
Well,
That's sad.
well,
should've-
well.
Someone should have
Some
just
games.
given
Some.
Putin an NFT to Ukraine and then this all.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I know EVE Online's economy until probably real recently
Intellectual, you have to unmute if you want to talk.
has had its economy compared to fucking actual nations.
I was about to say I have an EVE account that I haven't played in 5 years that's probably worth more than an entire Russian city is right now.
Probably not wrong.
Yeah, that,
I would have.
Man, you're
I would
not
believe it.
wrong.
I would not doubt that for a second if that's the kind of shit that's going to be making headlines in 2 weeks.
So if people aren't offended, if I can back up a second to why the Russians are so shit right now,
Oh, go for it.
it's because he's fielding his reservists and was telling them, "Hey, you guys are going on drill, basically." And then when they went into Ukraine, they were shocked. People were shooting at them because they were told they would be welcomed with open arms to liberate the country from the scourge of Nazism. And he's using his reservists as human recon by fire. He's finding out what's there, who's going to come out to support them, and then he's going to send in the real motherfuckers.
Oh, well, it's not even just the reservists. There are penal units in there. People who quite literally were told you can finish serving out your criminal sentence or you can join the army.
Yeah. Oh, he's also fielding Kazakhstani jihadis, too.
Oh, great. I thought that Kazakhstan is also, like, trying to stay out of it.
Some of those countries aren't staying as out of it much anymore because so many foreign fighters have made their way into Ukraine to volunteer for what is becoming their version of the French Foreign Legion, that Russia is starting to do the same thing by accepting the Kazakhs and other Russian-friendly forces or people from Middle Eastern countries as well. So
wasn't it the case that Putin wanted this whole fucking shit show to be over in like 3 days, 4 days, something like that?
He thought
that
they
was
would
Why
have.
would he start out sending in the people that are absolute dog shit?
He thought with those units that they would get to Kiev in less than a week. But this was before the U.S. intelligence community actually did something right for once and actually got the info right and started blabbing about it. So Putin delayed the start of the operations almost a week. And so
Same intelligence community, by the way, that is currently saying that Putin is on a yacht in Italy right now.
Oh, if he...
Like, they named the yacht and everything. They said this, one of the largest yachts there are, just pulled into an Italy port, and our intelligence says that Putin's on it.
Okay. I'm probably not going to say what should be done, but I have a feeling that a good number of us are going to agree.
No, Cal, I will disagree because I know where you're going with that, and here's why no one should do that. Because if that happens to Putin on foreign soil, it will start involving other nation states outright.
Yeah, we went through this before.
And a week ago, we had a Republican congressman or senator say, "Hey, it would be anyone in Russia. It would be an act of patriotism if you took Putin out. Why can't we just put a bounty on this guy yet?" Or that's effectively the message sent. It's
that one I don't disagree with.
And not only that, but the real thing is, if he goes down, you have 30 different generals and secretaries and spy masters that are going to try and step up and take over, and they'll have the keys to the arsenal.
Yeah, well, and that's where if Putin were to be taken out, that is the quagmire that you would have to evaluate whether or not it's worth it. One, if you are going to do it, don't do it while he is either in international waters or in another nation state, because that will make it even worse. Two, let's look at who the most likely players are to take over for him in that eventuality, because it's kind of like when Trump was in office and people are like, oh, well, we take out Trump, then you get Pence in that seat. And did you like the idea of Pence being president better than Trump being president? And when a lot of people started to look at that aspect, they were like, okay, maybe Trump isn't the worst option after all. So you do have to factor that in of, okay, if Putin is gone, what is likely to happen? And that's where, with who he has elevated into certain positions and their method of immediately refilling the role of president, yeah,
Well,
a lot of them are just as crazy as him.
Instead of how long Putin can survive, whether he's outside the country or not, how long can the Russian economy survive before total fucking collapse?
I give it 3 months from now.
If this war continues?
Not just if the war continues. If the sanctions are kept at the level they are, or even go further like there has been talk of, 3 months, you are going to have near complete economic collapse of your day-to-day operations in Russia. Because look at how many international avenues and banking avenues have already been completely cut off.
Google Pay no longer works, Apple Pay no longer works, Visa, MasterCard no longer work in Russia. I mean, even fucking McDonald's is pulling out. And when you can't get your Big Mac in Russia, shit's going down.
Yeah.
I want
just
to
wish
add
the civilians
this, too.
didn't have to pay the price for this.
Well, Toyota's no longer doing
I
business
agree.
in Russia.
I also want to add this. I don't know where I saw this, but I think it was on one of the mainstream medias, which take with a grain of salt. But apparently China has stopped supplying aircraft parts to their military aircraft.
Yeah, I saw that report earlier this week too, which...
Weren't they bros?
They were until he started bombing civilian targets.
Oh, that's why China's backing down.
But, see, that's a bit hypocritical, because China is still in the act of doing an ethnic cleansing within their own territories.
Well, that's the difference.
People alive.
Well, that's the difference. China's doing it in China. Russia's doing it in Ukraine.
Exactly.
It's not their territory.
Oh no, they're grabbing people from surrounding areas and the stands. The Chinese are going out into the stands to bring people they suspect of being ethnic Uyghurs back.
Yeah.
I know for a fact that with the world turning on Russia and their economy basically being in the toilet, that eventually there's been, I mean, without Lindsey Graham talking out his ass, there's going to be someone in the higher up government that be like, hey, yo, this be kind of bullshit. Maybe we should do something.
I also heard a report too that 60% of the initial forces that went in, i.e., armor, APCs, etc., were either abandoned or captured.
By tractors.
Yes, by tractors.
Fucking tractors.
Yep, they're still taking those T-90s back to their homes.
Oh,
And they're eventually going to be putting them up on sale on like eBay or something.
by the way, Red, speaking about the MREs, I have a soundbite for you.
Jesus, Buckman! This stuff's been on the Stingray since Korea! This can expired in 1966!
What's wrong? It still tastes like cream corn. It's canned.
Oh,
It's deviled ham.
Hey, it fits.
You're killing
It fits.
Cal.
All things considered, it fits.
You're killing Cal here.
If so, but that's the question. Will the Russian people actually tell Putin to go fuck himself?
Some of them
the
are.
question. So,
Yep, and at least hundreds have already been arrested for it, and thousands more are still protesting. Those protests are only going to get worse with the sanctions. And eventually it's
Thousands
going
and
to lead
thousands
to
are screaming.
what is essentially going to be a Western-funded Russian revolution.
Yep. Thousands and thousands are already streaming into Poland and other nations just to get away while they still can. And there's talk that he's brutalizing people and telling them you'll turn around and go to your homes right now. or having it done.
Yeah, the fact that right within a day of this starting, there were already people protesting in a country that if you protest the government, you are arrested. You do not have the freedom to protest in Russia that you do in the US or even the UK or other nations where they allow you up to a certain point to gather and protest in public like that. Russia doesn't have that availability to them, and yet these people are still out there doing it and did it from the beginning once it was released and confirmed that Russia moved into Ukraine with their military force.
There was
So that's where it sucks. My point of view is it sucks that the sanctions were levied against the country because of the harm that it is causing the average citizen who has no control right now of the situation. However, that is the first step to going against a nation state, because the ruler of the person in power of a country is supposed to be in that position to safeguard and control and provide the best and for the best interests of the population they are presiding over. The fact that this is hitting them so hard, that's entirely on Putin.
Did you guys?
I saw a independent, apparently like one of the most popular independent news sources in Russia, just straight up and quit right there live on air. And then after they all walked off stage after saying no to war, they showed this old ballet dance that was apparently broadcasted during the Soviet era. It like means something substantial. Like it was a additional middle finger to Putin for the shit that he was pulling when it comes to the media and the right to protest.
Can I give a slight correction to that?
Sure.
So they didn't quit. They were as close to an independent network as Russia has, and they got shut down by Russian authorities because they covered Ukraine. So that was their last broadcast after being told they were shut down.
I was told that they resigned.
Could have done both.
Well,
yeah, it very well could have been resign or we're taking you off.
I mean, they all just they were all there, and the last broadcast was no to war. That's what they said, of course, in Russian, but I don't speak Russian. And then after that, they showed a video of an old ballet dance where that has some significant meaning tied to the Soviet era. I'm sure.
Did you see the tennis player?
I had not.
So it's a Russian tennis player was in some foreign country for big international tennis match. And he finishes up his match, walks up to one of the cameras and writes in English, "No to war" on the camera lens.
Huh.
Well, he's not going back to the country anytime soon. Or if he does,
a lot
the
of
Stasi are going to have fun with him.
Not only does he play with balls for a living, but he has a huge set himself.
Yeah, there was a band, and like literally their cover has them wearing a bulletproof vest that says "Made in Russia" on it. But they even came out and said that we're against a war. I think the name of the band is called Slaughter to Prevail. And so I'm like, ooh, that's pretty fucking risky. So they even were saying like no to war and stuff. But they're proud of being Russians. They're just sick of this shit.
Well, and that's something that I've pointed out to a number of people and have had to remind some people that you can be supportive of your nation while also being critical and disagreeing with the government of that country.
Yeah, I've heard like, I love my country, I'm ashamed of my government. Like that's the mentality. I tell people, don't be mad at Russians. Putin,
be mad at the Kremlin.
Be mad at the Kremlin, be mad at Putin, be mad at the people who are in power that are forcing this bullshit to actually occur. Completely unjustifiably, I might add.
Which is why Facebook's ruling is such bullshit, because they're allowing of calls for violence against Russia includes Russian citizens.
Facebook has always been a catastrophic shit show.
Yeah, I think that's why I haven't posted there in years.
Facebook, in my opinion, is what happens when humanity does a wrong thing. It's kind of like Twitter in that case, although I guess I still haven't learned my fucking lesson with Twitter, because Twitter is still an absolute catastrophic dumpster fire, and I'm asking myself right now, why the fuck did I even go back there? Jesus fucking Christ. But all in all, with Facebook pulling out of Russia and everyone else pulling out of Russia, their economy is just, it's in the dumpster. So fucking hard, it's in the fucking dumpster.
I can only imagine how bad the economy would tank if China were to do something similar.
If China were to do something similar, then I'm pretty sure that the Russian economy would default within a matter of hours. Because isn't China like their biggest trading partner?
China is their largest trading partner left.
So I was asking if China were to invade another country, how bad would their economy collapse? But
No.
Yeah.
If China were to introduce sanctions on Russia, which is guaranteed not going to fucking happen, but if China were, I imagine that the Russian economy would collapse within a matter of hours.
Well, here's the thing. I think Cal was more asking if China was to now do the same thing that Russia has done, how would China's economy hold up under similar reparations, you could call it. And now here's the thing. Because of the level that China has made itself a global economic powerhouse, if China was to have the same type of sanctions put against it that Russia is currently facing, it's not just the Chinese economy that would suffer. The global economy will have issues. So the Chinese economy itself will stumble and get close to faltering. It's going to cause more of a global issue by shutting out China as compared to shutting out Russia.
We play a game sometimes where you go to Walmart and your goal is simple: find one item that isn't made in China.
Can someone explain to me what the hell's going on between Russia and India?
The best explanation I've heard is it's complicated.
Yeah. Because Russia and India used to be friendly enough because of military arms sales and technology exchanges. But
it's
beyond,
always ugly when you break up with your mistress.
Yeah, but beyond that, they were amicable, but never really on each other's side or anything. They more tolerated each other because of proximity, and when the West wouldn't give or sell certain things to India, Russia would. That's why
Russia sold India, Pakistan, and Iran all their centrifuges.
Yep.
I was just trying to understand why I saw a video of Russians covering up every single international flag on one of their rockets except India.
Because India, while condemning the actions, the actual measures they've taken have been minimal compared to the others.
Oh yeah, that's right. The Russian space program is also being ruffled, and even the old astronaut Scott Kelly was like, "Bro, what the fuck?" And I guess they're threatening to like leave the space station or even deorbit the fucking thing at this point. I don't know. It's a shit show, but I did hear that they're planning on they're going to leave
command and nuke servers.
They're going to leave an American astronaut on the space station. First of all, it's absolutely adorable that you think that is a threat because we have the Dragon, motherfuckers. And two, I'm pretty sure you guys already knew that, considering that there's been a Dragon parked on the space station for a number of fucking weeks now.
But has the Dragon done a crew transfer yet?
The Dragon has done crewed missions, yes. And I imagine it wouldn't be all that difficult to put an extra seat in. If I remember correctly, the Dragon was designed for 6 people, maybe 7 people, and 4 people launched on the last one, if I remember correctly. So all they would have to do is launch a crew Dragon to the space station unmanned, and you can take everyone down on the next trip. It can go to the space station completely autonomously.
If it's not hit with their anti-ballistic missile defense grid.
No, we also have that too. So
yeah, that's where it becomes. That's where, if that sort of mission were to take place, say they launch an empty Dragon to pick up the crew that's there to bring them home, and if Russia uses that system to try to take out the Dragon, either en route, and especially if during the return, and succeed in taking it out, that's is the last straw. That is the last straw before you get full NATO military involvement.
Because it would be an attack on NATO civilians in international waters.
Because remember,
Anonymous.
I've heard some stories of what Anonymous is doing.
Anonymous Russia has hacked and shut down 3 separate Spacecom agency server systems, rolled the encryption and credentials, and then deleted the cores on 3 separate systems.
There's also something else, though, is if Russia were to try and pull that shit, then you're right, there would be a NATO response, because it's launched underneath the Space Force, which is part of the fucking military.
Yeah.
So the one thing you don't want to do is fuck with the U.S. military, because even though Russia has, nukes and all that stuff, it'll be World War III and the end of the world as we know it, they must understand that it's also the end for them, because while they have nukes, our nukes are bigger, more plentiful, and I would even argue more accurate. So, fuck them.
They still do have the Tsar Bomba, though.
They still have the Tsar Bomba, but keep in mind, increasing in yield is not all that difficult. Once you have the blueprint of a nuke, scaling it up is actually not all that difficult.
Are we doing the nuke map?
Oh yeah, bring up the nuke map. Bring the nuke map. We're fucking doing this shit.
Oh,
Bring the fucking nuke map.
Well, here's the thing with the Tsar Bomba is we don't know. There are no numbers on how many of them actually are in existence. And even then, the test detonated one was only a 50% theoretical yield. So we don't even... There isn't the knowledge out there of what its actual 100% yield is.
Where are we going?
Yeah.
Let's go.
They actually intentionally weakened the tertiary stage on that thing because they were afraid of how big it would be.
Compare the blast radius in the center of Belarus. So do Tsar Bomba in the very middle of Belarus because, well, fuck that country too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There, and this is where it's about to get to be where
tested or theoretical.
Let's go tested first.
Tested first.
And while you're pulling that up, from Anamorphic Mind, $5 US. If we sent a picture of Red's face to Putin, would he disintegrate, resulting in a stop of the invasion?
Well, then you would have the power vacuum that we talked about previously.
Exactly. Yes, it would stop Putin, but the power vacuum may actually make it worse.
Here's the thing that we have to be aware of. Never underestimate a crazy fucking Russian with stage 3 syphilis.
God. I know where Quiplash is going tonight.
Damn.
So
So
this is just the over the capital in Minsk.
so what was that? A good 10-15% of the entire fucking country?
8% maybe.
That's
We'll amp it up.
Honestly,
okay.
that's
So
not that
now let's go theoretical.
Yeah, now we're talking.
A little bit more because a lot of that surrounding area is less sparsely populated,
Yep.
but you still have quite the debris field to deal with.
Yes.
Oh shit.
I still feel though, like in a lot of this, we are really just looking at the short-term shit. What we really should be worrying about is the stuff that's going to happen in like 10 to 20 years.
Fucking 7 million.
And 99.9% of that are civilian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
This
well,
is if they
5
were
million
somehow
injured.
launched it at themselves.
Well, now, Reds, that's just the dead. Add another 5 million injured.
Yeah,
so you're
so- and
looking
keep in
at
mind-
13 million casualties.
And then you got to think about the after effects of Fallout, which is just going to add to that number. I imagine that's instantaneous deaths.
Yes.
Yes, those would be immediate casualties right after the blast.
And then
That's
and then
not counting radiation effects. Like
yeah, and then a
cancer.
very high percentage of the 5 million injured is going to have radiation poisoning, and they're going to fucking croak as well.
Oh,
Yep.
expand that out because over time, the fallout, you're going to have radiation poisoning as well.
Damn.
So we're looking at an easy 20 million.
no,
and
let's see.
that's just within the first month.
Let's go to my favorite.
The Hague.
Yes. Just so he gets the. We'll just do it general, not directly it, because they don't have the GPS.
True. So go with Brussels.
So there goes Belgium.
Yep.
Yes.
The entirety of it.
All of Luxembourg
63,000
could also be
people
fucking.
dead or injured.
Depending on the winds, yep, it could all.
Is it really such a big loss?
Damn.
It is Belgium. I mean,
Did
they were
Belgium
the-
shit
they-
in your Cheerios, Leon? Holy fuck.
well,
You
what-
better watch out. If you keep saying that word, we're going to get demonetized.
I have a feeling we already are, but no, Reds, think of it this way. What route did Germany take twice in the span of 30 years to get into France?
Belgium.
Oh,
Through Belgium.
yeah, that is true. I guess making it a giant crater kind of solves that problem, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's going to be way easier to just drive though when everything's flat.
But here's the one thing. Now that we're talking about this, Switzerland was even against Russia now. Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
Switzerland decides to get involved, you have made a terrible mistake.
Switzerland.
You're really fucked up when
Switzerland was not
Switzerland's
involved in
picked
the
a
two
side.
previous world wars.
I
They
mean,
weren't involved at all.
Switzerland is the fuck you country. They don't care, and they've never cared, and now you've made them care. So,
So of
You're
course,
seriously fucked up when you made Switzerland pick a side.
Are you sure
not
that
only
isn't
that, but the
just because they're
Taliban are
tax-haven, though?
condemning Russia. The Taliban are condemning them.
Yeah. So on top
Hypocrisy there.
on top of all this, we got a couple gems from the chat right now from Thierry. Wait, Belgium isn't the direct way to Paris?
No.
And from Rodent, think of the waffles. The waffles.
Oh, not the Belgian waffles.
All I know is that with this nuke map, we basically came up with a solution to a bunch of problems. So, solution number 1: make Belgium a giant crater.
There's a few people that we need to address over here too. Let's
Florida.
hang on. What's the biggest fucking nuke on that nuke map? And
The
can
one
you
that
put
I'm
it,
doing
right
then
in the middle of North Carolina, just so I can have some therapeutic relief from it.
So it was somewhere like right in here, right?
If you could just just put it right in the middle, just right in the fucking middle, just the entire state.
Right there. That
Close
works.
enough.
Goodbye, Rayleigh.
Let's put it right in the middle of the state, preferably closer to Raleigh.
Wait a minute. 20?
20?
20 people? No, there's a lot more than that. There's got to be at least 100K total.
No, there's at least 20 people there. I think we can all agree.
There we go. Oh,
Yeah, something's happening.
3,000.
It's only counting people of any value.
Do me a favor and put one over Colorado Springs
There
because we have
we
Space
go.
Command and
There we go. 2
NORAD.
million.
Wow.
That's more accurate.
Those numbers were hilarious.
First 20, then 3,000. There we go. 2 million.
Yeah, put in the middle of fucking Kansas. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, just put it right on top of Kansas City. Go right ahead.
I
No.
broke it, I think.
No. Let's
just don't
think
count
of
as human beings.
It's a dud.
Okay, sir, we have dropped a nuke on Kansas. How many died?
Two.
Nobody.
500,000.
Less than we killed in the penal legions that made it.
Well, I know there's
We
a
killed more people
military
driving to
installation.
work in the morning.
I know there's a military installation. Actually, go down towards Oklahoma City. Tinker Air Force Base.
Forgot about
Center-
Whiteman.
Well, I'm thinking
Hey, it's out. Broken Arrow.
Here we go.
yeah.
Put it on Broken Arrow.
Let's see.
Well, Tinker is actually going to be a huge target because of the bomber force there, and also your ELINT that's out of there, and also the airborne communications aircraft that talk to all our ballistic subs are based out of there.
Jared. you forgot
Tinker's
one more.
also a they also deal with retrofitting and the like the 4-year refits.
Yeah.
Jared, you forgot another one. Whiteman Air Force Base. That's in Missouri.
Well, yeah, that's where the
I
B2s
live
are.
in misery.
Well, we all know that if they were going to launch one of these, it would be
Right on Seattle.
No,
no,
Banger.
right about here.
Oh.
Where's that
Yeah.
Delta Pier?
Where's the ballistic base?
Delta Pier.
There, Kings Bay,
Groton.
Norfolk.
Oh yeah.
I broke it.
Well, Norfolk and San Diego are
San Diego. Yeah.
are the two huge, are two of the top tier targets, because in both areas you have all the branches.
It's not quite as bad now as it was back, when I was a kid, where 2/3 the Atlantic Fleet was there, but
And put
Hey,
it on
hey.
top of Vegas. Put it on top of Vegas.
Hey, when I was there in Norfolk, we had 4 carriers there, okay?
Yeah, they spread things out a little bit more though. But like when I was growing up, it's like 2/3 the Atlantic Fleet was there. You know, they had a little bit of stuff elsewhere, but everything was. I knew growing up that if there was a nuclear war, I was dead. It was just, you know.
Yeah. Well,
Really? Only a million. I thought it'd be a lot more than a million.
Hey,
there's
Rodent.
not much outside of the city limits. It's
Rodent,
kind of like it's kind of like when I went to Phoenix a couple weeks ago. Once I got out of the major metropolitan area of Phoenix, it was barren up to Flagstaff. And then it kind of looked like a city, and then it was back to nothing.
Hey, Rodent, it wouldn't be 6 million ears, it'd be 6 billion ears of fucking corn.
That'd be the good challenge. Where can you drop the Tsar Bomba in the U.S. that produces the least amount of casualties?
I was going to say
New Mexico and Arizona.
No. If you're looking for least amount of casualties, you'll want to go to the Nebraska-South Dakota border.
I was thinking like upper North Pole Alaska.
That too.
I'm thinking realistic areas to where they're shooting for somewhere in the continental U.S.
Well,
but
actually,
miss.
there's a huge Air Force radar base up here in Utrecht here.
Well, yeah, it's part of the NORAD and the Northern Line that goes across Canada.
I mean, the only way in here is by plane.
I've got a reasonable mean target. Given Putin's war on American propaganda and degeneracy, Hollywood.
I'm okay with this.
Nothing of value was lost.
Wait, so he's going to do us a favor?
Yes. Nothing of value was lost.
Hit detonate.
We'll just make sure we're going to get it in the right general. Good enough.
Yeah, that's going to be a big number.
Yeah, that's a big number. That's a big fucking number.
11 million people and no value.
There are the downstream effects of the fallout coming in. The hundreds of thousands of people all the way into the industrial and Silicon Valley Junior in Utah, and then into Colorado with a lot of the domestic steel production and shit. That would actually do a lot of damage to the country in secondary casualties.
Well, let's be fair here. Let's be fair. Let's do Tampa, Florida, out of curiosity.
Oh,
you mean your face hasn't done enough in Florida yet?
Oh, you'd be surprised.
I've unfortunately been to Tampa.
Unfortunately, there we go. Right there.
I think I was drunk when I planned on going. That's probably why I went.
Okay, about 2.5 million.
2.6 mil.
Yeah, 2.6 mil, not bad. Okay, Orlando, Jesus fucking well.
Yeah.
Okay, Mickey Mouse.
Now, wait. Now, here's the thing we'll have to remember before he hits the button to get the number for this one. It counts resident numbers, not tourist numbers.
Oh, boy.
That's true.
The numbers are going to be a lot higher.
Yeah.
Also, go after Cape Canaveral too. Just for
Yeah, you wanted to go see a giant fucking rat. Well, here's what you get, assholes. You get nuked.
You want to see the rat, you got to experience the Tesla.
Excuse me? 6,000? The fuck?
Again, residents in that area. So keep in mind, your immediate casualties are the inner circle.
So basically, if you were to blast that shit in Orlando, you would essentially get shit-faced in Cape Canaveral, which I've driven between those two distances as I'm filming rocket launches and shit. I know how far of a drive that is, and holy fuck.
If you set that off at the right time, there will be people at Epcot briefly going, wow, this laser light show has gotten a lot.
I've been to Cape Canaveral. Cape Canaveral's fun.
God damn.
Yeah,
all right,
Cape Canaveral is fun as long as a helicopter doesn't get into the no-go zone.
All right, the next place I would like is Beijing when possible.
Oh, definitely.
Yes.
We've done that one several times.
Yeah, let's do it again, because fuck it.
Yep.
All right.
To hell with Winnie the Pooh.
Exactly.
Oh, of course.
Wait,
we're gonna
are
have
you doing an air burst or a ground burst?
an airburst?
Okay.
Oh.
Of course. I haven't learned my Chinese yet.
Don't plan to.
Why don't you type the location in there in the
No,
options on the
it
side?
sounds fun. Well, it's kind of in general area.
Detonate that shit. Now we're talking. Fuck yes.
Oh, shall we show him Tokyo next?
14
Yes.
Now,
Yes,
I
Tokyo.
want to do a surface detonation on that real quick.
You want to do a surface detonation
Oh,
really
of
quick?
course,
Yeah, while
Tokyo
you're-
is going to be massive. They invented tentacle porn, for fuck's sake.
Okay, so
So
11.
a little less on the initial, because look how confined your blast is compared to before. But now you're getting the fallout projection, which do not factor into those numbers.
And well, there goes the border to North Korea.
Yeah, let's do Pyongyang.
So airburst in Tokyo.
That wipes out a good
20
chunk.
we drop
That literally wipes out a good chunk of Japan's population.
28 million.
So basically, this is the part where we drop another nuke on Japan just in case they thought we were sorry.
Hey, no, Japan
This
doesn't
would
look
be
good.
Russia this
Team
time.
Japan.
I'm just.
Can we do
I'm just
Moscow?
saying. Listen,
already
guys,
did
I'm just
Moscow.
saying. Hey, listen. Do you want to know when the best gender reveal party was?
I'm going to say it was someday in 1945.
Yeah, it was.
And then
when,
again,
when
a
Japan found out
week
we had
later.
a little boy.
What was that?
Oh my god!
It took you that long to figure that out.
I was gonna say the best gender reveal was when Jenner showed us the new face.
Nice.
Just remember, if you drop a nuke in North Korea, anywhere in North Korea, there's nothing lost, nothing of value.
Okay, now we're getting some fallout into South Korea, which that's a no-no.
Yeah, but
But it
only
would
a
happen.
little bit of fallout.
And that most of that is DMZ, so
It's
Yep.
light fallout. Okay, it's fine. It's light fallout.
Is
Isn't
it
it
just
true
me, or
that-
does that look like Goofy pushing a wheelbarrow?
it
So
really
a little bit of
does.
fallout makes it into Japan.
Oh, and it's
And
up
that's a
on
massive
Hokkaido.
part.
Oh,
Well, the good news is, so there's good news and bad news with Fallout hitting Hokkaido. The good news is it's more sparsely populated. The bad news is that's where a lot of their agriculture is.
oh.
Oh, come on.
But that just means that the rest of it's going to
Oh.
be populated too afterwards.
Fun fact. After World War II, Japan did not sign a peace treaty with Russia.
Yeah.
So that's a thing too.
That's interesting.
Well, it's like the wonderful wrinkle that technically the Korean War from the 50s never actually ended. They've just been in a perpetual ceasefire. There was no actual treaty or anything that had actually put a cessation to hostilities. They just established the DMZ and stopped shooting at each other.
Well, and they could actually teach Russia what the definition of a ceasefire is.
Right? Although there are still issues leaving the North.
Yeah. Also, quick question on everything. Wanted to ask: are any of y'all actually interested in an upcoming fight between two strongmen?
Oh yeah, we talked about this.
That sounds interesting.
The Hafthor Bjornsson and Eddie Hall thing.
morbid curiosity, I think it would be interesting to see. I don't think it's going to be much of a technical fight between them.
Here's the thing. This is an actual fight. See, when you look at boxing, it's pre-planned, as in their opponents. They didn't choose their opponents per se. With Eddie Hall and Hafthor Bjornsson, they actively fucking hate each other. They just want to beat the shit out of each other because it's fueled by all this unyielding rage. As Team 4-Star would put it.
So that's why. Well, that's why I figure it's not going to be a technically sound fight of any sort. It's just going to be two big fucking bastards trying to beat the ever-living piss out of each other.
So, if you don't know, both of them are credited with deadlifting 500 kilos, which is like, what, 1,100 pounds or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
So, 500 kilo deadlift, then Hafthor comes back and beats it by 1 kilo, so he did 501. There was this big controversy in 2017 where Hafthor says that Eddie cheated to win the World's Strongest Man, even though there's zero evidence of that. Eddie, trying to ignore it, couldn't, because every time he would talk about his win in 2017, the fucking controversy would come up, and so he wanted to teach him a lesson by beating the ever-living shit out of him. So Hafthor decided to answer that call by doing the deadlift, breaking Eddie's record, and then in the after interview saying, "I'm sending you a contract, a $1 million contract for a fight, sign it, and let's get this shit going." And then the pandemic hit. But now, apparently, we are a week away. The shit's happening on the 19th. So this day, 1 week from now.
Oh, shit.
Somebody's going to end up dead, or at the very least with a brain bleed.
It's pretty fucking gnarly.
I should be home from the next work trip next week. This time next week, so that could be an interesting watch.
Oh, it's going to be fucking interesting. And apparently, the best part about it is you don't have to pay to actually watch this thing. It's being broadcasted for free.
Now that's classy.
Okay.
Now that shows that they're not doing it for show. They're not doing it for money. It is legit hate then.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's going to be a bloodbath.
Oh, it's gonna be pretty fucking gnarly. So, Eddie Hall was the one to talk the most shit out of both of them, and he apparently was training so hard he literally ripped his bicep.
Ouch.
Now, the fight was supposed to happen earlier. I think it was supposed to happen damn near a year ago, but Eddie, training as hard as he did, keep in mind he was the first one to deadlift 500 kilos. He ripped his bicep, went into surgery, got the shit reattached, and then was like, okay, time to get back to training as quickly as possible. But rumor has it that after he ripped his bicep, he begged the organizers to let him fight Hafthor with one arm.
Oh. So now he's going to fight him with a gimmick because of a torn bicep.
Well, the torn bicep is no longer torn. It's healed. He's been punching. He supposedly has the world's strongest punch. There's actually a YouTube video of him breaking a punching machine. I shit you not. He punches the punching machine and the shit shuts off.
It doesn't really punch it, though. He flails his arm at it.
Well, that's where I was saying when it first came up, when we were talking last week, is that it's not gonna be a technically sound fight. It's barely gonna be a back alley street brawl, because when you are big and strong, you have dick for flexibility.
It's just gonna be two murder boners going up against each other.
Well, if you look at their before and after, like for example, Eddie Hall's before and after, when he did the 500 kilo deadlift, you could kind of, I mean, not being rude or anything, you could have called him fat. But now when you look at him, Jesus fucking Christ, what a transformation. Look at his physique when he did the deadlift and look at his physique now. It's a complete change. It's amazing. Let's see. Hey, Jared, I'm gonna send you an image here for a second on Hangouts. All right. So here it goes. Actually, on the internal side chat. There you go. That would be Eddie Hall. So on the right would be his physique for the deadlift, and the left is his physique for the boxing.
Jeez. Yeah.
I'll share that with everybody.
Yeah. It was on screen for the audience, but go ahead
okay.
and that way people in the that can see it. Yeah,
Wow.
He is a chunky fucker, but still, yes, he is much more cut for the fight. I will give him that. But look at the bulk of the chest and shoulders. They are still going to be limited in range of motion, which is what helps generate and transfer punching power. It's not the slow twitch muscle that does it, it's the fast twitch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and basically what you have there is that he knew for a fact that he was going to lose mass. He knew that, but he definitely looks a fuck of a lot better.
Sumo wrestler to Adonis.
Yeah, and for this one, I'm going to share this one. So then you have the mountain when he did his 501 kilo deadlift to how he is now. So there's that one if you want to share that one.
Yep.
And that would be his opponent.
Yeah, no. I have a feeling that this guy's not going to win. He just looks smaller overall.
That dude is anything but small. Let me tell you that right now.
Yeah, but he looks
Fucker is
smaller than
massive.
the first
Wait.
guy.
Wait, do you remember how tall he is, Cal?
He's the mountain
No.
from Game of Thrones.
Isn't he Icelandic too?
He is Icelandic, yes.
I know who you're talking about now.
Yeah, he is. Because of his height, the strength and the muscle mass is a bit deceiving. But keep in mind, just looking at the way he is built in the after image there, I would give him the leg up in the fight because he looks as though he is more pliable, which means he can move around better.
He's more proportional in the upper body, whereas Eddie Hall is more mass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why if you notice, like, your more wiry builds, your more flexible and movable builds are typically the ones who will win in a fight, especially if they know how to fight.
Okay. So it's actually going to be the mountain that wins this
It's
fight.
I'm putting it. Yeah, I'm giving it to the mountain, not because of a strength advantage. I have a feeling that they're both going to be similar in outright strength.
But it's going to be the mountain's dexterity. And
Yes.
agility.
And his reach. Don't underestimate those extra inches of striking range.
Yep.
That's
Yeah,
down
so-
to shit though if he can't defend himself.
Well, here we have this one right here. I'll send this one and you can share this. This is both together, and just look at both of them and tell me from this image who you think might actually have the upper hand in terms of this fight. Just having them side by side, I think, helps.
I'm going to say Eddie Hall.
Eddie Hall, I will tell you this. There's one thing that Eddie Hall is more of, and that is pissed off. Eddie Hall is the most pissed off motherfucker I have ever seen in my entire life. That dude is angry. He apparently worked his entire life to become world's strongest man, and when he finally beat Hafthor fairly, I do agree and I maintain it was fair, and Hafthor was kind of being a butthurt little bitch boy about it. Even though he got second place on world's strongest man, still a huge fucking feat. Yeah. It basically, he threw a cloud over Eddie's win, and Eddie was pissed, and so Eddie decided to accept the fight and teach him a lesson. So, in terms of who's more pissed off, Eddie Hall is more pissed off. He's more serious about the fight.
So is that determination, is that heart gonna make up for a 6-inch height difference and a near 9-10-inch reach disadvantage?
I think what's gonna happen is that I'm gonna give the power advantage to Eddie. I'm gonna give the mobility advantage to Hafthor. Because I've been following Eddie Hall's YouTube and social. Motherfucker has a hit. He'll tear down fucking walls if he's able to land one good hit on Hafthor. It doesn't even matter which part of the body it's in. He will fold. We're talking broken bones instantly.
Yeah, and that's where Hafthor has a similar potential, but it's that question of,
can he die?
How are their techniques?
Yeah.
At this point, if the techniques are of similar standard, I'm giving it to Hafthor. If Eddie has the technical advantage, has the technique advantage, then yeah, he'll be able to overcome the reach disadvantage.
Oh yeah, and here's an extra aspect to this fight that doesn't matter in the least bit, just funny. Apparently the winner is going to make the loser get a tattoo.
So that's just wow.
Yes. So apparently the tattoo is going to say something like "World's Strongest Man," and then you have to get the name of the other person tattooed on your body. And Eddie Hall was like super excited about this prospect because there is zero doubt in his mind that he's going to win. He even made a $200,000 bet and then upped it to $1 million. And in all fairness, Hafthor was the one that pulled out on that.
Looking at Eddie's physique after we've been talking about this, I'll bet you he's been training to take those blows because he's got a lot more meat on his bones. His ribs can take a better body blow. His arms will be better able to block those nasty, long-raining blows to get inside. It's fighting an elf.
One of his YouTube videos, it's funny that you mentioned that, one of his YouTube videos has a Olympic gymnast coming to his home gym in his ring that he has set up there. And he basically gave the dude a punching glove and was like, go for it, punch me right in the fucking stomach, just fucking go for it. And he did, and Eddie was able to take it with zero issue.
Shows like that displays like that can be a little misleading, but
it's totally misleading because the gymnast isn't a fighter,
right? And that's where, this is my view of it. If the fighting techniques are equal, I give it to Hafthor because of the size and reach advantage, because that in inexperienced fighters, that is what's going to win out. It's not the beefiest, it's the one who can move and do something the best. But if there is a technique imbalance, and Eddie does have the knowledge of how to use his body in a fight, yeah, Hafthor's fucked. So that's where it'll be interesting to see the fight, and you'll be able to figure out who's going to win, barring some fluke, within the first 30 seconds.
Here, check this out. Play this video and fast forward to 2 minutes. And just check that out.
You got that, Jay?
Yep, I'm working on it.
He's still not punching, though.
Sean Carroll brings up a good question, but again, this goes to technique and fighting style. Which side does each fighter favor? Are they both righties? Is one righty, one lefty? Because if one's a southpaw and the other's not, that's going to create issues in the technique side of it.
Also, who has the better cardio?
Yeah, conditioning can play a factor too.
Watching this, though, what he does here, if he tries to do this in a fight, he's going to get fucked up. He's going to be down before anything else happens.
Oh, absolutely. I do not want to pretend like he's not opening himself up to just get absolutely fucking knocked. But let's hypothetically say that like the sun gets in Thor's eyes and he's momentarily staggered. If Eddie were to land that type of blow on any part of his body, motherfucker's gonna have some broken bones. Period. But that's on a super off chance that, you know.
Yeah, that's the fluke hit.
That's the fluke hit. That's like the stars had to align in such a way for you to hit that. It's at that point I wouldn't even call that a win. I'd just call that dumb luck. But, you know, credit where credit's due. Motherfucker can punch.
That's the real issue there, though. He can't punch.
Yeah, that's not really a punch. That was swinging the arm. That wasn't really a punch. And
but does it actually matter because the force is still there?
The way that he does it there, if he were to try to do that towards another person, he would just crash into the person.
Yeah, that's where the whole issue of technique comes in, where
I didn't say it was a good technique.
No, and that's exactly it, is that a lot of the physical stats can be thrown out the window when you have a good technique fighter, even just a passable technique, going against someone who has no technique. That's where those skills will trump physical ability. Because you know where to hit, you know how to hit, and it's not necessarily hitting the hardest, it's hitting where it matters. If you have that ability. So that's where it'll be interesting to watch the first 30 to 45 seconds of the fight to see how quickly they go at each other. And when they do engage, how does each one handle themselves? Because if there is a difference between the two and how they actually approach the fight from a technique and skill standpoint, that right there is going to show you who the winner will be, barring that fluke hit.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if there is even one fluke hit, it's over. But I do acknowledge and I do accept that a fluke hit is going to be pretty impossible to get.
Yeah.
Especially if you do have the flexibility and the ability to move around very quickly, which I think Hafthor is better at. Eddie just has a lot more mass that he has to deal with similar strengths. I just think Eddie has the ability to harness that strength into these one-off shots better, but they are just that, one-offs. And the stars have to be aligned perfectly in order for them to connect.
And that's going to be... Well, and here's a question. How many of these types of training and hype videos has Hathor been doing?
Oh, he's been doing a bunch, but it's funny that you also bring that up because there's another point. When Eddie was, I guess, not allowed to fight because of his bicep training, someone else took Eddie's place, so they made an exhibition out of it. Hathor wasn't going serious, his opponent wasn't being serious, or maybe he was, who the fuck knows. But essentially what happened is that Eddie made a video sitting down and critiquing Hathor's boxing, essentially just talking shit about him. And in that video where Eddie's critiquing him, he says, "I've only released footage of what I want you to see. You have no idea what I'm actually capable of." So,
and that's part of it too.
Eddie, yeah, according to Eddie, I think there's a little bit of mind fuckery going on with that. But according to Eddie, we don't actually know how good he is because he's not telling us. He's not showing us. And he wants to keep it that way. Now, he has been boxing with professional boxers. I think even Mike Tyson got in on that shit. But he's not revealing all the footage. He's revealing the fun shit, like him having a gymnast punch him square in the fucking stomach and seeing if he can survive it. A punching machine and he breaks it. His new equipment.
He's being strategic with what he releases, which I will give him that for, and that's where it is speculation right now. I'm interested to see how it goes, but it's one of those I'm not gonna. There are too many variables that we don't have enough info on for me to really prognosticate more than what we have already. That given these circumstances, this is how it should play out. But I think it'll be interesting to see it. I'm not expecting a whole lot from it being good, other than it being similar to watching two gym bros trying to duke it out after one of them stole the fucking a machine from them in the gym, and they finally had enough of it. I do see it being like that bad of a quality of fight, but it'll still be interesting to see two people that size go at it, simply because you don't see it that often.
No, you don't. That's the reason why I'm interested in this, because you don't see shit like this all that often. We have two guys, and keep in mind, these are the only two people in the entire fucking world that have ever deadlifted 500 kilos. These are the only two. There are no other people that have deadlifted 500 kilos on a strict deadlift with actual calibrated weights, not this elevated truck tire deadlift that you can get up to 535 on. This is like a strict form, strict bar, strict plates, deadlift, 500 kilos. These are the only two motherfuckers that ever
damn
pull
near
that
Olympic,
shit off.
Like damn near Olympic standard.
Oh, it's more than that. They're world record holders. You know, Eddie was the first one to ever break the 500 barrier. Hathor, just to piss him off, broke his record at 501 by 1 fucking kilo. And so now you got these fucking monsters that are going to duke it out in the ring, and they're trash talking each other. Eddie's trying to get into Hathor's head. Oh, I've only shown you the things I want you to see. You don't actually know how good I am, and you know how strong my punch is. Imagine what happens when skill's behind that. And, you know, he's talking all this shit. It's gonna be
I hope it lives up to it. I hope it lives up to the hype that he's built up, because if there is that side to it, this could definitely be one of those entertaining moments that ends up having a staying power. Or it could be so horrendously comical that it has staying power as a meme. And this could really go many different ways, and it'll be interesting to see which way it ends up going.
What was interesting is that they're actually allowing people to watch this fight for free.
Yeah.
So you can watch it for free. You don't have to pay anything like with the Logan and Jake Paul bullshit. You can actually just watch this for free. The content on their channel was free. This fight is going to be free. It's all free.
That means
I'm
that
like,
it's really just animosity between the two.
oh, they hate each other. They absolutely hate each other. I don't believe that Hafthor is lying when he says he truly believes that the World's Strongest Man 2017 was stolen from him. I think he honestly believes that. I think he's wrong, but he believes that the judges were against him, the referees were against him, the organizers were against him, everyone and their fucking mother was against him, and he was robbed of that victory. And he has said as much, and he's never apologized. He's never taken it back. If anything, he's doubled down. And Eddie thinking that, and I think he has every right to feel this way, thinking that Thor's just being a whiny little bitch boy and throwing shade at him for no good reason whatsoever, is getting quite sick of his shit and just wants to beat him the fuck up to teach him a lesson. So you got two people that genuinely hate each other going at it, and these are both people that broke world records in deadlifts.
Yeah, that's where this is going to be interesting to see how it plays out.
You're like, damn.
It'll be fascinating to see just how seriously both of them took it, because if they start actually looking like legitimate fighters, that's only going to make it better. What's this you got, Leon?
Jay, would you kindly just play that video? It's still right at the correct timestamp.
You know what? I'm going to let this comment in the live chat through because... What?
Which one was it?
The one from Mr. Orange. It's like, what the fuck?
I guess he had a new deck.
He had new deck put on. Yeah, we need to get Planner Walk on that one. I heard he's the master of the deck.
Oh.
And I think Jay stepped away and he's not back just yet.
Okay, let's see if we can.
Oh, damn it.
Are you getting stuck with your hose spraying all over again, Burns?
You're getting splooge everywhere there, Blurb.
I know. I gotta get a hold of my hose.
Let's see, can I do this?
Quit leaking reproductive gel.
And now it's stuck in the bush.
I'm splooging in the bush.
Let's see here. If I do like this, can you see it?
Oh.
Oh.
Are you able to see the video right now?
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, so
Hold on, I'm
keep an eye on this motherfucker here.
Be right back.
Got it.
Yeah, because with that, it's not the technique.
Yeah. Go ahead and mute. Mute it. There we go.
Yeah, now we can hear you.
No, because that hit right there.
It's a glass jaw.
It wouldn't really have mattered what kind of jaw he had.
That's called the off switch.
Damn.
Because that right there, that's what you actually need to be able to do. Look at this guy's body. As he's executing this blow,
Doink.
his body barely fucking moves.
Well, and that's where the technique comes in that will actually get you in that position. His body actually reminds me a lot of George Foreman, which wasn't as in shape as of other fighters in his age, yet he was still able to prolong and hold a career because of his technique. And that's the thing is, if that is what I see Eddie being able to do, is if Eddie can get inside of Hathor's reach and then get the side of the chin like that and turn him off, there's your fight over. And that's where technique is going to really should determine it. Just like any boxing match.
Because otherwise, they can start wailing at one another and keep wailing at one another for fucking minutes on end. If they don't know where to hit and how, it's never really going to end. They'll just wear each other down instead of actually being able to land punches that are worthwhile.
Yeah,
it's gonna be interesting regardless. In my opinion, it's either gonna be a shit show or it's gonna be the most amazing fight ever.
Yeah,
there is no in between.
Yeah. And that's the thing is, you'll have things like this that will actually spur interest in the actual sport of boxing again. Like back in the time frame of Holyfield and Tyson and their heyday, your average person heard and was actually relatively aware of what was going on with the championships, at least the heavyweight championship. But then when you ended up in the follow-on era where you have the Klitschko's, where they got their titles and everything, interest has dropped off of the heavyweights. So this kind of fight could bring that back. Granted, it also has to coincide with there being competent fighters in the weight class or about to enter the weight class to capitalize on it.
It's gonna be and again, they both admit this. They come into this not as fighters but as strongmen, and with strongman, that is the exact opposite of boxing. It really is. It's the exact opposite of boxing. I mean, you saw how much weight they had to lose to get to the physiques they have right now.
Which that's where it's going to be interesting, is because they've both have taken this serious enough for it not to be just a glorified act. So that's where it'll be interesting to see who is not just paid attention to the physical side of it, but the actual training, the technical side of it. That's what I'm looking forward to, is who, other than the mental games and that sort of shit, which you get that in so many other avenues, I tend to not care about that side of it. Show me you put in the work to actually gain a new skill.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm curious to see.
Well,
that's why I'd actually really want to see them try this with wrestling instead.
Or MMA.
Oh, God.
No, put it in wrestling. Something where they can actually use the entirety of their strengths.
Yeah, MMA. Mixed martial arts. That will be... just imagine them not in a boxing match, but in a full-on MMA fight, that would end up looking like a brawl, because you have hand strikes, elbow strikes, knee strikes, kicks. You have grappling that could happen, and with those, imagine those two getting into a grappling match.
And it's already going to be a bloodbath.
I'd almost rather see them do it as an MMA contest.
Just because it'd be more interesting?
More blood.
Blood for the blood god!
Shall we play a game?
Ah, welcome back. And yeah, Sean Carroll has it right. An MMA match between those two would be absolutely fucking brutal. No way around it.
Oh yeah, basically.
It would be all the way blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull throne, milk for the cornflakes.
Yup.
Yep. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and call it a night, because I got to get up early tomorrow, unfortunately.
Well, I got shit to do tomorrow, but I don't have to be up ass early to do it. Ha ha!
Yeah, but don't forget, folks, turn your clocks ahead tonight.
Unless they do it automatically.
Yep.
Mine do it automatically because I'm living in the future, bitches.
Right?
It's already done it. Yeah.
Also, Jared, that sounded an awful lot of you doing.
I got a jar of that. I got a jar of that. And guess what's enjoying it? That's funny you play that clip because I'm the one with the jar of dirt.
You know what? I love that sort of taunting from that character. Yes, it may be a bit childish, but admit it. That makes you laugh. It gives you a reason to chuckle.
I think I heard a rumor about that scene. It wasn't scripted.
Yeah, I've seen
Right?
those
That
rumors.
wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. But anyway, have a good
And
night,
that's-
people.
Later.
Bye.
Later.
But I think that's what makes it even better. The fact that it was just him in character, probably forgetting a line and just going in and doing it. Alright, so... Ooh. Oh, you're receiving your results.
It took me almost an hour to do that mission.
Hopefully
Jeez.
they come back. Hopefully they come back negative.
Oh, no, now he's got to work on energy.
Yeah. Okay. Oh. I just think if there was a second player trying to help me do this.
Why would we
You-
do that?
Wait. You want a second player to help you get your hose stuck in the bush?
I'm not getting anywhere near your hose.
Or that bush.
Well, you missed the other hose I had to deal with. It was a sucking hose.
Oh boy.
Oh,
That's
That doesn't help. So so Jay, do you want to host the Quiplash? Because I will admit, Quiplash 3, we made the most out of it, and I do like the way they restructured round 3. I had fun with it.
It's different.
Yes. And not in a bad way. Alright, there. My background music is done, so let me know when, and I will make it so the audience doesn't see, and then
Of
you
course
all
it
can
doesn't
see
see.
my name.
Leon. That
What you do now, Leon?
I ain't done shit.
that
All right, you ready to get the code?
suggestion list.
I'm
Ready.
also going to bounce for the night, ladies and gents. I will catch you later.
Alright. Later, Conoclasm. Oh god,
Later.
that's awesome.
Good night.
Oh, jeez. This ought to be fun.
How did I get in here before you?
Because I didn't put it in because I wanted to see who would get in first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought we agreed no historical names. Especially Jordy's names.
Hmm?
Good to Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh dear Lord, this
Nikki.
I'm here.
Okay.
So which one are you, Nikki? Red's paper bag or high?
Hi.
Who do you think's Red's paper bag?
Fair point. Nice one, Jay. Nice.
I'm the Red's paper bag.
Oh, you... Okay, Tech, is that you as the jar of dirt?
Nope.
Ooh, okay. Leon? Alright, let's go ahead and turn
I'm an
down the
anagram.
volume of Quiplash a little bit. There we go.
I'm an anagram, so.
Okay, so there we go. Now we got that right. And I'm gonna say everyone's in, so let's start the game. And yes, I am Hosenbush.
Go figure.
This is
Someone
Quiplash
had to
3,
be.
The Quips of Doom.
Oh, the Quips of Doom, huh?
I'm Schmitty, and unfortunately, this game no longer counts towards your college credit.
Wait, it counted towards credit, college credit?
Put in the room code to join. Don't look now, but it's round 1. I'm going to flash 2 prompts on your device. Type something ingenious that will stand up against another player's response. Then everyone will vote for their fave, and one of you will get an ego boost. You'll rake in the points based on the percentage of people who dig your response. Got it? Great.
Alright, we might have to turn it down a little bit more.
Oh no.
I am really happy that there's actually that they show the limit now.
Either my answers are bad or those were pretty easy prompts.
A little of both.
Imagine if there was a family filter for this.
Oh jeez.
Time's winding down. Use a safety quip if you have to.
Clearly, you've never met my family. It needs no filter.
Some people's gene pool should probably be filtered.
Oh no.
I'm a second generation, so we're gonna...
Ew! Right off the bat.
What the fuck?
All right, there we go. Yep, that one works.
Oh.
And there's the Quiplash already.
What's us?
Starting already.
And next is a terrible model name for a self-driving car.
Oh no.
Oh. No contest.
Gave it the address. We're still sitting on the highway.
Ah! Damn you, Leon.
And now,
Thank you, Leon.
instead of I do at your wedding.
Oh no.
Do I go with the correctly spelled one, Or do I? Yeah, I'll go with that one.
Wow.
Ooh, the audience edged it this time.
All right, check this out. Someone you'd never expect to give you the birds and the bees talk.
Oh
Shit.
no.
Oh.
Why not the two of them together?
You know, it sounds like a Sesame Street episode.
Oh.
But one of them is just a little bit worse than.
Ooh.
But who really tell you?
Oh no.
Oh, fuck. I mean, we gotta go with the worst, simply because that's the way we are here.
At least not giving the quiplash.
Oh no. Oh. Ooh. Ooh.
Really making you think on this one, huh?
Ooh.
Hey!
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh,
The priest.
no.
The priest.
I think the Shoot Me Up Elmo would be better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And watch him convulse. And watch him convulse as you do it. Oh. Oh.
All right.
That was round one. Reminder, I'll go on your permanent record. Let's see the scores.
Wait, we have permanent records now? Shit. Alright, I'm still in striking distance.
You're double secret probation.
Yeah.
So the sad thing is, you all can hear it. I can't.
We can barely hear it.
Yeah, that's fine. We don't need it to be too. Oh no. Oh, oh no.
If we're not there, we're already. Or if we're not there, we're going. But if we're already there, it's why our answers always suck.
Okay, I got a theme on my two answers.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what would be hilarious is if the prompts come up for voting in the order I got them to submit the answers.
Oh
Yeah, that
no, you're telling a story.
Basically, yes.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh boy. Oh, both of these are good. Both of these are good.
Yes.
But it did say polite way.
Ooh, even the audience is split.
What's that achievement?
Yeah.
It's the biggest wasteland ever, so they'll destroy it first.
Oh, the Kremlin.
No, that's the second wasteland. The first one's Salt Lake City.
The Mormons get a pass on this one.
Not by much, though. Oh.
Oh, God.
Oh, no. Oh, this
one of
is
these
tough.
is more. One of these is more appropriate. The other one is Biden sniffs a kid.
But the question is your girlfriend also your sister?
I clicked, you cunt.
Oh, split.
Because of that, we have a perfect split.
Now the question is it Law and Order SVU edition?
That's what I was thinking. You know what?
Oh.
I voted for the one that follows a conversation I had earlier today with an audience member.
Oh.
Oh.
There's the audience. So fuck you.
Oh no.
Oh, ouch.
That's what he said.
I was expecting someone to do a Nickelback for that repomp.
We are talking
Oh. And they're back to back.
Oh.
Oh.
Gotta complete the story.
Oh no.
Oh.
No.
It's real. Pick your favorite.
Yeah, this is the one where Red's face is
Yes.
perfect for the response.
So I went with the closest thing to it. The elephant seals.
Ha! Bitch!
round two really is a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I did not move.
I didn't either.
Hell
All
yeah.
right. So
Thriplash.
thirst trap? What?
3 separate responses. You got this. And since we have an odd number of players, you'll go up against me. Yes, me.
Oh no.
All right, let's see what we get this time. Well, interesting.
What the fuck is this prompt? Jesus fucking Christ, this is stupid. There's only one answer for this.
I hate character limits.
Yeah, I know.
I know.
Especially when they shorten them on the last one, because I could have
yeah.
used just a little bit more.
Talk time's almost up.
I just needed 6 more characters.
10.
And there's no way for me to.
8. 7.
6, 5, 4.
4. Ooh, okay.
You'll know that mine's a fucking throwaway.
Yeah, well, better than the AI.
One of these I think happens in LA Fitness all the time.
You'll have to be more specific.
Yeah, I think I've seen them licking the dumbbells there.
That one was hard.
Giggity.
Yep.
Oh.
Here's a free round for you.
You know, this is a difficult one. This is actually a difficult. Because I like the consistent D's jokes, but then you have a similar thing on the other one.
It's the insert ball joke here that got it for me.
That too.
Oh.
What the fuck? How do I win that? What the fuck?
Oh no.
So the third one on that one, how far is Union Rock's vape cloud is what was supposed to be there.
Yeah. Oh.
I figured the extra context couldn't hurt for my answers.
There's no context needed on mine.
Of course not.
The context will be apparent. Ooh.
Fuck you, Nikki. He's not here to say it, so I
Oh no. Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
Who
The
let
first
you
one-
show
the
the
first
little
one.
prank?
The first one's the best.
Yeah, but they're both good. That's the thing.
Now, I will say, I have been there recently. I've read the signs.
Oh, okay. I know which one's your answer is then.
The second one?
Yup.
Oh. Oh.
Now, we had a lot of points in some of the earlier ones, so let's see how this actually shakes out.
How did I
went
get
Jesus
second
Christ.
place? What the fuck?
Well, the Hessian was because of the super quiplash in round 3.
Oh, yeah.
6,000 points in round 3.
Wow.
Wasn't it 6,000 plus 1,000?
Yeah, it might have been that.
Yeah, without that odd AI round, how did I win?
You didn't.
Yeah. Oh, we got a wind advisory. Yay.
I'm liking this. New prompts.
Hey, Indian and the arrow. You gotta make the most of what you're given.
Oh. Crap.
My second prompt is gonna probably get me the win.
Uh,
20 seconds. There you go.
Both my prompts were shit.
Sometimes the prompts are bad, but you gotta have the creativity to make it
oh
work.
no.
Oh no.
That's not actually too far off from reality.
That's just another day in Olympia.
Where do you think I got the idea from?
Let's see the next one. The worst ringtone to play on your phone during a work meeting.
No. No.
Bad
Come on, Papa Smurf, lick my ass.
Oh fuck! I didn't answer.
Eh. There is no quiplash anyways.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Next on the docket, a terrible thing to discover: squirrels burying.
Oh god! I wish
The
I got
plans
that
for world
prompt.
domination?
I mean, I would have said Jimmy Hoffa, but
You said your
Going with the throwback.
Yep.
Yep. Gotta stay consistent, people. What the fuck? Oh.
Oh, someone had to ruin the quiplash. Well
Yeah.
played.
Oh well.
Organization, then doctors without blank.
Doctorate? Doctors without degrees?
Oh.
I wish I had that prompt.
Here's the problem, though. One of these answers doesn't exist. The other are medical licenses.
Whoa.
Yeah.
you obviously haven't been to Nick Riviera, have you?
One of those is also far darker than the other two. Yes.
Because, of course, the ruler of the Republic of High would be Gur.
Yes, it would.
And here we have, when your Roomba is
Oh, no. Yep, go
One
with
of
that
these is a dream, the other's a nightmare.
No, one of these is a dream. The other is being ridden into battle by kittens.
Because it will be written in a battle like
Exactly.
Oh no.
Oh.
We all know the proper answer to this one.
Private.
Could have been better.
Fuck.
There's the quiplash.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Aw. That was one sad jar of dirt.
I got a jar of dirt. I got a jar of dirt.
She is one well-endowed lady. I'd like to get my hands on her ample nacelles, if you'll pardon the engineering.
How am I
prowess.
not? What the fuck is that?
All right, let's see what prompts we get this time.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully something a little better.
Oh.
Take offense to my second prompt. "30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
I'm so ready for this next part.
Oh, you might be disappointed there, Schmitty.
The name of a boy band from the 1890s.
Oh, no.
Oh, there was so much more you guys could have done with this.
That one sounds classy.
And it would have been Albert's
That wasn't
secret, by the way.
Iconic Boys.
What about Jack's Rippers?
Oh.
That would have worked.
Oh, God.
Oh no.
You know what? This would have been perfect for a working model of the flat Earth.
Yes.
Yep.
But that one gets my vote because it's again.
Ooh. Mm.
I'm fine with this.
Ass to ass.
I would have said overly simplified Emu Wars episode.
Trying so hard to bring that one back.
I mean, there's.
You wish on your second worst enemy. Decision.
Ricky sock? The fuck?
Oh.
You don't remember what the Ricky sock is for?
No, I don't.
Also known as the Lucky Sock.
The
Patrol
jerk-off
sock.
socks?
It goes by many names.
Oh no.
I'll take it.
You know what? Here's the thing, though. It would just show up as the vendor.
The worst thing about dating a bearded man.
Oh no.
It might be a bearded woman.
Like I said, I took offense to this.
Yep. There it is. There's the answer. There's another super quiplash.
Oh boy.
Should be.
Oh! I have lost all faith in the audience.
Almost, but the audience stole it.
Somebody had my back. Whoever you are, thank you.
Oh. You know, you gotta praise Bender.
Ooh.
How about now?
It could have worked.
And round 2 is history. Let's see how it'll be remembered.
Not well.
Ooh, I moved up 1.
Wow, I am not in the final pairing for round 3. That's a first.
Like honey. And due to the fact that we have an odd number of players, you'll be going.
It's the first time we've had back-to-back on that one.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see.
Okay, I'm pressing submit. It won't let me. Oh, come on. It won't let me submit my
Yeah,
answer.
it's not letting me
5,
submit either.
4, 3, 2, 1.
That's
Oh,
odd.
fuck that
That's
shit.
fucked up.
It's
Yeah,
not
it is.
letting us submit. Like, it's not even changing the my page.
Oh, it crashed.
Oh, now it works.
Yeah, now it changed. Let's see if it actually took the answers.
I'm gonna guess.
I'm gonna guess no, but we'll see.
Wow. No super lash.
Because fuck
Yeah.
you.
some of us want a chance to win.
Deserve respect. All right, vote for the one.
You can wear to a business.
I would have said underwear, but it seems like our priorities aren't really the same.
Pants. Well,
No, I didn't get it.
no super lash, but you still got a hefty amount of
Yeah.
points.
Still not enough to win.
I was running out of time on this one.
Karen might win it for you, though.
Yeah, but I'm more interested to see if it actually took my answers. I really hope it did, because I think that y'all would like them.
We'll find out here.
We should be finding right here.
Yep, nope.
Nope, it didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Well, somebody dropped out, I think.
Victory
I
still.
love victory, but I still won.
So my responses, it was what were three commandments that were left out?
Oh no.
Yeah, we got
Thou-
the same one.
Thou shalt not fuck goats. Thou shalt not fuck sheep. Don't rape the altar boys.
Oh.
We had almost the same ones there. Mine was, thou shalt not take slaves. The second one was, thou shalt not rape. And the last one, and don't diddle the kids either.
And you guys were just trying to take the fun out of it for them, weren't you?
I think it got offended by our answers, and it's hilarious that we were against each other on that one, Leon.
That is pretty funny.
For some fucking reason, we usually end up just clashing with most of these fuckers.
Okay, I just got to do this. My answers feel like I'm doing.
I got a jar of dirt. I got a jar of dirt. And guess what's inside it?
Speaking of that, you're going to have to vote and shit like that later if you haven't already.
I'm gonna have to what?
Vote.
Discord.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's see how that works.
Hopefully
Oh my god, it took the answers this time.
Shocking.
Nothing.
Oh
no. I'm going with that one because it fits the actual saying. Yeah, I figured it was you, Leon.
Whiplash.
So they're gonna inherit a micropene. Got it.
There must be clowns.
Oh, one of these is a clown. The other one is a Russian protester.
Oh.
Hey.
The special skill on a resume that would make you immediately hire that person.
It's a hard choice. I'm gonna go with nostalgia.
I'm gonna go for sake of consistency.
By the way, I just got in trouble from the wife.
For what?
We kicked her out of playing Quiplash because we share on Steam.
Well, she needed to let us know. Oh.
This time I added a period.
I would say the fact section, since no one really goes there.
I would say the health food aisle, but you know.
It doesn't exist.
At Walmart.
Oh, the audience.
The bargain bin does exist.
It's called
Bargain.
Clarence Miles.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I would have said like Mr. Ed.
Nope. That's a callback to another conversation.
Oh no.
And I had to go with the callback to the other conversation.
Seems like the audience
Audience
knows.
didn't get my joke.
Oh no.
No. No. The name should have been the Taliban harem.
Oh.
Or ISIS. You could have substituted Taliban or ISIS.
Hey.
A jinx?
These pictures are the same.
One of them is spelled properly, so.
Ooh. Oh, come on, audience. The ISIS girls. That's a good one, Thierry.
That is a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm dead last. What else is new?
Hey, you can win from dead last.
Yeah, you just gotta do super lash in the final
We
round.
just gotta like you.
He's going to lose.
Why do I feel like I just wrote an autobiography for my answers?
I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
Oh, that one fits perfectly. And now for number 2.
Ring my bell to be a special subscriber.
That's someone I haven't seen in a while.
Yeah, I kind of mailed
20
that one in.
seconds. And
You missed one.
Excuse me.
And just go completely boobs and deep throating bananas 24/7.
Your name is Putin.
Both are accurate.
Do I go with self-deprecation or factual accuracy?
You didn't vote.
Or not give me a chance to vote?
Hey, it's okay.
Because
I might be on here playing Quiplash, but at least I didn't make Switzerland their side.
Oh.
Yep.
One of them's only a comedy. The other one's Death by Sickle and Hammer.
No. There is a bit of tragedy to dying in the Ukraine. Because it is kind of it is kind of tragic to be so misled. But it's also fucking hilarious.
Uh-huh.
Is there a difference though on the second one?
Nope.
No.
It's just one of them's more descriptive.
Well, the thing is that there are people who have actually done the real shit for art.
Mm-hmm.
Or just getting paid to take a piss on stage.
On someone's face, no less.
Uh-huh.
Oh no. Yep. Going with that answer.
No contest.
The answer that's all going to send us to hell.
Karaoke?
The other is beating up another black kid.
Ouch. Oh no.
Yep,
I would have went with somebody giving him a wedgie, but
appropriate use for that one.
One of these is really horrible.
Have the vacuum.
Bears and drinking piss.
Have the vacuum toilet suck them off. Nice.
Hey, I got some gems for you.
Oh, wrong one. I forgot I switched panels on that.
Shit yourself. Called it.
Aren't these the same thing?
It's not too far off.
Oh my god!
One of these sounds like something Look a Pig does every night.
God damn you, Jay.
You're welcome.
And audience member.
That must have been Terry, just to fuck with you.
I am a middle child.
Middle child has a completely different meaning in Alabama.
Well, you're trying to figure out if your dad is your cousin or brother or son.
Or, how's that song go? On My Own Grandpa?
Yes.
Bruce Stevens.
It's even funnier when it's in an Irish accent. I literally got nothing that round. That's fucking bullshit.
That's what she said.
So are you?
Giggity goo.
Oh, so you're the one going against?
I think that's how they figure it out. Is whoever's last.
Yeah, whoever's last goes against the AI, and then first two, next two, yada yada yada.
Just so you know, I'm actively trying to get you guys to vote for Schmitty.
Oh god.
This time I was at least allowed to send in my answers.
But is Jared able to send his in yet?
Let's find out.
10.
Yeah, Schmidt
It
does
took
way
it this
overestimate
time.
his skills. So.
Yeah, but
Oh no.
Oh lord.
they're
same
both
damn
accurate. They are both accurate. But how much do we like Jay?
Not enough.
It's okay, Jay. I like you.
This is the way.
This is the way. This is the way.
Well, apparently we do like you enough to give you a chance.
Smitty just fucking sucks.
Smitty would be fine against normal people.
Your worst answers are still better than what Smitty comes up with.
Oh no.
Well, somebody's aunt lives in Alabama.
Georgia, but close enough.
I was actually more expecting something along the lines of your uncle.
Well, their uncle might be Florida man, so it's the gay's fault. Curtin.
Yeah.
I mean, don't say gay. I mean, sorry.
What, you gay?
It's pretty bad when Disney stands up for that, against that, and the legislators are saying they don't have the right to tell us what to do.
You know, it wouldn't be too hard for Disney.
Yep. I got to vote for that one.
The first one was good, but the second one, yep.
You know, it would be hard for Disney to up and move everything.
You're welcome, Leon.
Thank you.
We all knew it was Leon. Oh!
Close.
Ha ha! No super quiplash.
Oh no!
Ooh.
Damn.
Let's go with the theme here.
I have an aversion to high fructose corn syrup, so.
One of them just spices it up a bit. The other one really gives it the feeling of Christ.
Now, was that enough to stave off Jay? Or does he get the win?
I got third.
Holy fuck, Leon, I beat you by 30 points.
Damn.
It was close.
Holy
Had it not been for the audience.
Right? You know what? I think that was a good game to end on.
Yeah, because you won, but...
Well, not just that, we were also playing for an hour.
Is that all?
Well, whoever ends the game, I can at least back out of this for us.
Yeah, you can close it.
Maybe. There we go.
See, this was more exciting than watching me trying to, make plans.
You know, Thierry does have a point there for you, Leon. The altar boy isn't a costume; it's an accessory to a costume.
I mean, it depends on how light they are, and if you can carry them with you.
Yeah. I'm just going to confirm it right now. If there is an actual God that is the God of Christianity, I'm fucked just because of tonight.
You do realize that that's the God also that said that a certain people, I'm not going to say it was the Jews, but it was the Jews, were supposed to go out and kill the men, the women who had known men, and the children.
You do have a fair point there.
The same God that saw, who was it? Job?
Oh!
His kids, his both daughters, get him drunk in a cave, rape him, and then bear his children.
You know, I might be safe then.
Going with tonight's theme here, the question I just popped up is, what do you trust more than the Bible? And someone's response was, the ads on Pornhub telling me girls within 3 miles of my location want to hook up.
Well, wait. Those ads are correct. There are girls within that radius of you that want to hook up, just not with you.
Yeah, bro.
But they never really specify that it's humans, though.
That too.
Well, I mean, there are donkeys that need loving too. That's why Reds is around.
Unless you're Riker. Is it humanoid? And can I fuck it?
Well, I mean, look at how he was looking at Derek the other day.
No and maybe.
The first one was optional.
Well, see, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to build a base on the moon. And then we're going to have to see if those ads still pop up.
They might just pop up in a different way.
Oh.
That would be fucking creepy,
like
though.
a vague threat.
If we start finding profiles on the moon.
There are girls on the ISS that want to fuck you right now.
You know. Thinking about it though, that could get really interesting. You know what? Trip had to learn it from someone. The question is, was it a sibling? Now, he is from the Deep South, so you never know. But with that, I mean, we are going to go... Well, I'm calling it a fucking night for the live portion of this.
Yep.
Because, oh boy, I have to be at the airport between 3:30 and 4 in the morning on Monday.
Oh boy.
Nice.
Yeah. Fun. And I'm... so much to do, so little time tomorrow, and yeah. Time to get things in order and get things right. At least I have a full day to do that. Kinda. Ish.
Yes, yep.
Is there anything you guys want to tell the people to keep an eye out for?
She is one well-endowed lady. I'd like to get my hands on her ample nacelles, if you'll pardon the engineering parlance.
You might want to talk to the wife about that one. Damn, Skippy. So we will see you all... Well, okay. Let's plan for next week, but I'm not setting that in stone because I don't know whether or not I'm actually going to make the Friday night flight home. I hope so. I hope the job is done by then, that I'll be able to get on that plane. Otherwise... Oh, it's going to be another fun weekend. So, either way, it'll be entertaining. Just not sure whether or not it will be publicly entertaining. We shall see.
Yep.
This is the grand adventure that I find myself in. And with that, we are going to call it a night here, and we will see you all in the Discord server if you are so inclined, because even with my dislocation, entertainment nights will still be going on to some extent. We unfortunately have some catching up to do on Thursday, which... Hey, but at least we're at a couple good episodes. We're starting the year of hell.
Yep.
So, at least there's something to look forward to. Some of the tolerable episodes of Voyager.
Yeah, you're dealing with Red, trying to change time. So he didn't appear on that 70 show.
Yeah, Red Foreman is just trying to get back so he doesn't have to deal with those goddamn commies in Korea. Let's be honest. That's what he's trying to fix.
Ring my bell to be a special subscriber.
Until then, we will see you all next week. Good night, everybody.
Night.
Bye, YouTube.
Good night.